Hello everyone, welcome back to Close to Be Milkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Yes! Head big, Mr. Chicken. Yes, show your necklace. Yay! Today we're going to talk about how a narcissistic person and maybe some other cluster Bs can talk themselves into a relationship with anyone. I'm going to clear up some confusion that some people have had where they're like, they're breaking up with me and now they're going out with either this garbage human or a higher value human, but they're ugly as dog, dung, and it all has to do with what that person, the narcissistic person, needs from you in that time and space. Okay? So you will see like a single mom or something, damsel in distress, leeching on to the first man that she can bait into her life to take care of her needs. Whether or not she's going to get into a romantic relationship with you depends on her need level at that time. So if she just needs somebody to take care of a broken car issue or help pay the bills or something in her home, she will have a romantic relationship with you to get those needs met. If she wants to lock you down in marriage because you have something to offer of value to her, and sometimes it's just she wants security, stability. It's not like long game where she's already planning on divorcing you, where there are con women that will do that. And that's some everybody's on a spectrum, dude. I even find those motherfucking grifters and leeches gross. Those types. I always found, because of my grandiosity, I will bring in, work hard to create that base of a marriage, and then over time, as keep adding more kids to the thing, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to work and doing the home stuff. So if you want more kids, I'm doing the home and you're doing the work. And it's an agreement. It's not a manipulation. It's business. Okay? At least in my situation, that's what it was like. But I have seen people being baited into a relationship thinking, some are younger women going after older men, thinking that, oh, you're going to take care of all of my needs. And then the man thinks, oh, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the world. And it's like, no, she's using you, and you're like, oh, she's got daddy issues, I can manipulate her. It's not always like that, brother. Because she will come in, she will get what she wants from you, hope you have a heart attack or die, or she's going to cheat on you behind your back, okay, with a younger man. So I'm not saying that there isn't good people out there, but we're not talking about the good people, are we? No. Okay. So also, like I always hear these things about women taking in the homeless guy. My first husband, when I met him and getting involved with him, just the first couple months of fucking knowing him, he was getting kicked out of his home. And we had to go live in my car, and I decided to get pregnant So I would get off of drugs, and then it doubled down, as in now my mom's going to have to take me and baby daddy in, so we can get our shit together and get our own place. And that's what happened, But yeah, so I took care of him, in the vehicle. And I made myself homeless. I didn't have to be homeless. And I made myself homeless, because I was the one with the fucking car. What? That's crazy. Okay. So, also, when I met first husband, the criminal drug dealer, talking myself into being in a relationship with him is because, I just moved up to this new town. I was trying to get off dope myself, which he got me back into. And, I wanted, I didn't want to be alone with my mom in the house and just trying to get a job and everything. I wanted to be with a like-minded individual, and of course, the perfect love, drug power couple, whatever, dude. I just felt less alone. So yes, I talked myself into staying with this person. Got a bitchin' son out of it. But, yes, that's what I did. Then, when I left him, I am trying to find, I left him in my mind before I left him physically, and I was already trying to groom and find somebody to replace, husband number one was somebody who had better goals and values and would be able to take care of my son, okay? And so, I was on the prowl. My ex-husband already knows this, so this is nothing new. He takes pride in it, that he's the one that I went to, and take down. But, what I'm saying is when we're on a mission to find, then, to get a need met, okay? We may have our fucking dream board of, the perfect, person. I used to say, I'm not happy unless I know that my man can kill me. And this is, I know it's dark, but, that fear of, possession, and stalking, and just wanting, And this is why I've always loved the darker traded dudes, or, the ones with no empathy, that, you go from the criminal to the former Marine, who is a trained killer, okay? And then you go to the really scary and angry, borderline person. And then, my ex antisocial, which I know who could send me to the rubber room like that. I told him, I'm like, you could totally destroy me and you don't. That means you love me. And then, he kind of went back on that in the end. But that's what I loved. I loved having, people are, I want a masculine man. It's like, well, I want a serial killer that's not going to kill me, but I know he can. I know. It's crazy town. Anyways, so that was my fantasy. And I always got what I wanted by going after those types of people. And they look different. All of them look different. All of them had their own special milkshake of cray inside of them, and they were all unique. But like I said, if there is a need that I want met, like I said, any red flags being thrown at me, I'm origamiing that shit up and putting it on my desk. I'm going to just look past and dismiss, all of these things. If you fuck with me, I'm going to punish you anyways, or I'm going to manipulate you eventually to get you to think my way. This was, my past. Trying to be a good person. But the thing is that I know that I can do these things. I just choose not to anymore. But please, some of you guys, maybe you women too, but I've heard this from dudes. You think that you can also manipulate these types of women and bait them to lock them down in your life as well. And you get fucked over in the end. A lot of these are foreigners. There's a lot of foreigner women. Stay away from the Ukrainians and the fucking Russians, dude. I did a DNA test, and that's high on my list. But they are just targeting American men to take care of them financially or whatever, and they're being abused. They're being abused the shit out of. And the men, obviously are attaching to these women. And I hear, across the internet, it's like, nah, I'm going after a foreign woman. I ain't going after American. American women suck. The con artists are the foreign women. So just be aware, okay? Because they're going to put you in debt, take you for all that you have, and nothing you do is good enough. And you have your own childhood trauma where you're broken, where you're going to keep on dishing out or giving all of yourself, and your mental, whatever string you are holding on to of your mental health, you're going to give that shit away to this woman to please love me, sexy foreigner. No, they're going to fuck you over. There's from two different guys with two different girls from Russia have used the give me money or I'm going to call the cops and say you tried to rape me. Dude, please stop with this foreigner shit, okay? Please. The more you are healing yourself and better with your own mental health and everything, any woman that's a grifter, a locust, a manipulator, just coming into your life to get their needs met, you're going to sniff that out right away. You're going to know. And when you do see the red flag, all you have to do is throw up a boundary, and they will, keep trying. At least I do. I would keep trying to make sure that you are solid on your boundary. And if you are not solid and you let me cross it, I win, and then you're stuck because you walked into the La Brea tar pits and fucking, stuck yourself on purpose. I don't have a gun to your head, but you have to watch the boundary crossing. You have to say no. You have to be very comfortable to say no. And when she's like, well, then fuck you, bye, you have to be okay with that. Okay? Please. All right. There's so much unnecessary suffering. But, so yes, when you see your beautiful woman, leaving you and going off, and she has to find that replacement right away, and she's targeting the overweight guy who looks like he fell out of the 1960s, running a company and saying that's the love of my life. No, it's not. I'm not saying because of the looks. I'm saying they're jumping right into a relationship. I'm not saying, I love dad bods. I'm not talking shit. I love bald guys too. And I'm just saying that you can't fall in love with somebody right away. You cannot. You can't fall in love with somebody straight out of the gate. It takes a long time to get to know this person. A year or longer before you were able to be like, yes, this is my person. We had the ups and downs. I got to, I was a support system. They supported me. I got sick. They took care of me. They got sick. I took care of them. They were in some sort of crisis, and I was there for them. They didn't bail on me when something happened. And I'm not talking like within the first month. Oh, I lost my job. I need to move in with you. Pfft. No, but I thought you loved me. I don't know you, stranger. Oh. Anyway, so yes, when you figure out that somebody does have narcissistic type traits or cluster B type traits, just know that the attachment that they're having to you may not be as authentic as you believe that it was in the beginning. I'm not saying that we do idealize people, but we're talking ourselves into you. Nothing is authentic until you see, the pattern of care. Love is an action word, not just words, but they actually follow through on things, okay, that create a partnership, right? It's not just one double standarding, one just getting their own needs met, one blame shifting when you want to talk about your feelings, okay? A good companion, and you need to work on this too, is both listening and just being, and trying to understand where they're coming from, and you guys both wanting to make an effort on being better, but it shouldn't be just one person saying that you're the bad guy all the fucking time. And that goes for you codependents and anxious attachers too, doing that to your avoidant, just bitching and bitching, because that's going to make us want to get the fuck away from you, okay? All right, so I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste. Namaste.